Hey, namaste, bitches. It's Teresa Judice, and I'm here with my co-host, Melissa Feaster.
What's up, namaste, bitches? We are so extra excited to be back. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it was your wedding special.
No, I know. It was so much fun to relive it again, and we celebrated. I had people over, a lot of people over. I was hungover the next day, but it was so much fun. Like one of my girlfriends brought me a wedding cake. It was really beautiful.
Aw, you relived it, almost a little mini wedding there.
Yeah, and we actually cut the cake with the sword that I used that day.
Oh, that's dope.
And I was trying to deep throat the sword, but it really wasn't working out. Yeah, no.
You are naughty little girl. Dude, I remember seeing it when you were trying there. Louis was like, okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So that was not working out. And I was kidding. No, it was funny.
Did you have a lot of tequilas?
Yes, I did. A lot of Danos. I had a bartender at the house. Yeah. Yeah, I had a bartender. We had two guys over, Anthony and he brought another guy, and they were making pizzas. They were from Staten Island. Yeah, it was fun.
I'm from Staten Island. It's an actual island.
And then all my friends brought charcuterie boards and all great desserts. It was good. It was so much fun.
Did they bring sprinkle cookies?
No sprinkle cookies. They brought panoli cookies. Yes, they brought panoli cookies.
Did people actually bring that?
Oh, I always get panoli cookies. I don't get sprinkle cookies.
No, but people actually, do you actually like those types of cookies?
I love panoli cookies. Yeah. And panoli cookies are really expensive.
They are?
Yes, they're very expensive. Yes.
I don't think in my life I've ever had one.
There's Italian bakeries in California. Go get some. You'll like them.
Is it a Jersey thing?
We definitely have panoli cookies in Jersey. Yes. A lot of bakeries. All bakeries have panoli cookies.
Okay. Question for you. Side note. What if, and you didn't, because obviously.
If you go to a bakery and panoli cookies and sprinkle cookies, panoli cookies are way all right, this is what happened. Last week, Adriana asked me to get for her 3 teachers. Shoot, it was so sweet. How someone passed away for one teacher. Another teacher, she just wanted to give it to her. Oh, it was her birthday. And I forgot what the other teacher was. So I got 3 boxes, the smallest boxes they have of panoli cookies. Guess how much it came out to?
Oh, shit.
And there was only 12 in each of them. Almost $70.
What?
Yes. Yeah, that's how
do you get rent with those cookies?
Yeah, they're expensive. Yeah. Panoli cookies are expensive.
So this is we went way off of your wedding special, but now my mind is thinking, what if you met somebody and they didn't know Teresa, like housewife Teresa, and they brought you sprinkle cookies? What would you do?
I would say to them, I'll be like, I don't know. I think everybody knows. Normally you don't bring sprinkle cookies.
Okay, but this person doesn't know who Teresa is.
Unless you have little kids. If I came to your house, maybe you only bring sprinkle cookies. Maybe, when people have little kids or something like that. But really, you wouldn't bring sprinkle cookies to anybody's house.
Okay, but hypothetically, say that they did.
Whatever. I would say thank you, and then I don't know.
And then throw them in the garbage.
Yeah, if other people eat them, I'm not going to eat them. Yeah, I'm not going to eat them.
You guys, we got so way off. Listen, we can't even have you and I can never just stay focused. We have to go.
Oh, I was on Sherry Shepherd, and we did a dating game, Louis and I. It was so much fun. Sherry Shepherd's so sweet.
She's dope.
And I don't know if anybody knows this. Well, now some people know if they watch Sherry Shepherd. But Louis bought Sherry Shepherd's house.
What?
So the house where I met Louis, that was Sherry Shepherd's house.
Did they talk about it?
Yes, she talked about it. She said I just want you to know when I bought your house, I did take a few extra things that, I'm confessing to. And he's like, I know. That's what he said.
That's pretty dope. That's really, when would that ever be? You're going on someone's show and you guys had the house of them. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she was so nice. She was so cool. I really liked her a lot. We had a good time on her show. So Louis and I had to play a dating game. Sorry. We had to play a newlywed game. And then one of the things I said that they asked, what's the most annoying thing that your other, your
That's a good one. What
your
annoys you the
husband or your
most about
wife
your
would say
partner?
about you, right? So I said that I have, ADD. That we go off topic, so
Can't
that's what I'm saying.
focus.
Because like we'll talk about something, and then I'll bring something else up, and he'll be like,
No, you don't. You don't do that.
I know. And sometimes he looks at me, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, I'm sorry, I just had to tell you because I didn't want to forget. So sometimes he looks at me, he's like, oh god.
What did he say that his annoying thing was?
Oh, he said I had none. Isn't that nice?
Oh,
Oh
come on.
no. Sorry, I said he had none, but guess what he said?
That you were all over the place.
No. He didn't know. He said his smoking.
Oh, cigarettes.
Yeah, and because I'm like, well, I really didn't want to tell people you smoked. He's
Oh,
like, but
God.
I'm glad I said it because he really wants to quit. So he's
And
like,
you want him to quit?
of course.
So is he like I see, I didn't know this. Is he like a smoker like daily or like just when we're drinking or what?
Yeah, I would say daily, but not a lot. Thank God. I mean, I don't even know how many. I don't count them, but yeah, like he is a smoker. But his dad's a smoker too, so I want them to quit just because it's triggering to me because both my parents smoked and my dad had lung issues and my
Yeah.
mom, she got pneumonia and pretty much, yeah, I mean,
It didn't help.
I
their
wouldn't say it
case.
was her lungs because it really wasn't it wasn't her lungs, but I don't know. I just didn't like that she smoked.
It didn't help them, right? It might not have been the cause, but it didn't help. the
Yeah, I mean, my
situation.
dad, it definitely didn't help him. He had trouble breathing, and at the end, he was on oxygen. So I just don't like,
Yeah.
I
Listen,
don't like that.
you want your husband to live a long time.
Yeah, I want to grow old with him. I told him,
Because you're happily ever after now. As we saw, Teresa, you looked so beautiful.
Thank you.
The hair was popping, the boobs were popping, the dress was popping,
Yeah.
the veil was popping, and you know what? I got a ton. I want to tell you this too. I
Go ahead.
didn't tell you this.
Yes.
I got so many messages and DMs.
Oh my God, I'm excited because because we've been getting a lot of messages about things that I can't talk about now. So I'm excited that we got other things that we could talk about now.
Oh my gosh, we so appreciate. We got emails, messages, DMs, and also like me personally, Teresa.
Yes.
I got a bunch, obviously saying like, I'm so excited for Teresa and like I love the wedding special. But a lot of people were like, well, I don't get it. You guys are so close. Why didn't she talk about you? They didn't show you nothing. And I was like, you guys, this was filmed so long ago. They got married at the beginning of freaking August.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is a wedding special. It's a wedding special. So unfortunately, they focus more on the housewives,
Well, you couldn't have talked about it anyway. Remember at that moment when you were getting married, we hadn't even launched yet. It was a secret.
Oh, yeah. We launched, right? We started in September.
Remember, we were like, let's piggyback off your wedding and we'll launch after your wedding.
Yes. And because it was when we started recording
way later.
in September.
Yeah.
When I came back from my honeymoon. Yeah.
You guys, so all this is happening. Her bridal shower, the end of the season was end of July. And then the wedding, your wedding was August 6th. So like I was around and there, but we were just, remember you even, I remember when I went to like your shower and the wedding and you're introducing me to people, you're like, you guys, this is Melissa. And Melissa and I are starting
a podcast. Yeah.
And you, by the way, you have no whisper voice, by the way. Your whisper is most people's like normal level, as is mine. Like
I'm like, this is going to be my partner.
Yeah. You said everybody. And you guys, this is do you believe her name is Melissa?
Yeah, I know.
It was like you whispering to everybody two things.
Well, you know what? I like that. You I like that. I like that God brought you into my life. It's for a reason,
Reason, baby, reason.
Yeah.
So you guys, that's why I was around, but almost more so in the background because, we just weren't there yet. And also, I didn't want to focus on a podcast that wasn't even launched yet. I wanted to focus on my girl and her happiness. So anyway, I just wanted to get into that before we get into other questions because I got hit up a lot.
Yeah, no, that was good that you addressed that. Thank you.
Listener questions, DMs, emails. You guys so appreciate it. Remember, For those of you that are just listening for the first time, you can DM us. You can email us. That email is namastebpodcast@gmail.com. We got so many, so loving. It was hard to even dive through all of them. Teresa.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
God. I can't wait to hear.
So let's get into some. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So Teresa, first up, we got,
Yes, baby.
hey, Teresa, saw a lot of the cast there at your wedding. Were you required to invite everyone, the whole cast, from Emily A?
No, I was not required to invite the whole cast, but I wanted to. I was in my love bubble, so happy. And this is the thing, like, I didn't have a problem really. The only person I had a problem with going into this season was Margaret. She was the only person I had a problem with. So, and I just wanted to make it right because I threw everything on her. And, you're not supposed to get physical.
Literally.
You're supposed to use your words. So then I apologized, and I was really being sincere about it. Like, because if you know Teresa Giudice, like I don't do anything just to do it. Like I have to really feel it in my heart. And once I'm done with you, I'm done with you. And yeah, so it's not like I needed to apologize to Margaret so she could come to my wedding. Like I don't really don't care about that.
But by the way, you apologized. That was like one of the first freaking episodes.
Exactly. So that's it. So I was so happy in my life, and I was like, oh my God, that was it. Yeah. And I wanted to invite everybody. And I thought everyone would be happy for me and wanted to celebrate with Louie and I. So that's what I thought, but then I guess not. Whatever. It's okay though. All good. I still had the best time ever. Oh my God. It was so much fun. And I felt the love from everyone. I really did. Like I felt the love in the room. Like like everyone was really like generally happy for us. Like so happy, right? You could say because you were there.
Of course. It was phenomenal. But I wondered that too, on whether it was like your wedding or a cast trip, if like everyone is required to do all these things.
No, it's my freaking wedding. So if I want to invite you, I'll invite you.
Got it. I just that was a good question because I didn't know, because the show was filming it, if it was like a must to have everyone there.
No. You do whatever you want. It's your wedding. So if you want to invite someone, you invite someone. You don't like, if I didn't like somebody, I would not have them at my wedding.
You're not coming.
Exactly. And as you guys saw, like I did not invite certain people.
Yeah.
I did not want them there,
But like, I didn't see Rachel. Was she there?
No, Rachel called me. Did you watch the show? Rachel called me a few days, the day after the finale, and says, texted me under the circumstances, she's not going to come.
Oh, because the fight between you and the other ones.
I guess she was, because she was taking Melissa's side.
So because because I'm sitting here and when this question came up about like, is everyone required to go? And I didn't see Rachel. I completely forgot if Rachel was in there.
And I respect that. I was like totally, I said to her, no problem. You know what I mean? I don't want anybody around me that does not want to be around me. You know,
why would you want her there?
Bad energy. That's bad juju. Like I don't want any of that. Like I want like good energy. Yeah. So I respected her texting me, and like I like that. I was like, no problem. And I have to say, she was a class act because she did still send me a gift.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was the right thing to do because I already it was the day before. So it was the day before. So yeah. So I already, had put in the number of like who was coming.
That's pretty short notice. You're still paying for those seats.
Oh yeah. So that was like, nice of her to do that.
So this also leads into another question.
I mean, it was the right thing to do. I would have done the same thing. Like if you say, no, you're not going to something the day before, that's like the right thing to do,
Totally. Because that shit ain't cheap. We're still paying for their seats.
She did the right thing.
So that actually leads into another question that we got from Kara.
Yes.
Did you know, Teresa, that Margaret and Jen Fessler left early?
I was dancing a lot. For the, like I was dancing with Alexia. I was dancing with, I think all of them. Like, I wanted to make my rounds. I was trying to dance with everybody as much as I could. Right. And then I was like, let me go see, my girls from my cast. I mean, really, that's
from Jersey Girls.
Let me go see my Jersey girls.
Right.
So I went, and then someone told me they had just left. I was like, oh, okay, no problem, all good, and that was it. And then
Oh, so you knew then.
yeah, well, because I wanted to dance with them. I was like, let me go find Margaret, because Jen Fessler, I like her. She's so funny. She's so funny. I like her energy. So I wanted to go hang out with her, and like go see her. Yeah. So then they told me that they left, and I was like, okay, all good, and that was it.
Because I knew that they left early, but then watching it, like Jen Fessler, it seemed really didn't want to go, but like Margaret was her ride.
Yeah, I have to say, Jen Fessler called me afterwards, after I came home from my honeymoon and stuff, and she apologized for leaving. And I thought that was very nice to her. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, no problem. It's okay. And she goes, this, wow. She's like, you're so freaking cool. She's like, and that's it. Like, you're not mad at me or anything like that. I'm like, no. I'm like, why? No. I'm like, that's really nice of you to call me and say that. And she's like, I made that was a mistake that I made. She's like, I should have took my own car. I mean, I said to her, you could have even called an Uber, but she said she wasn't thinking, and she's like, I should have. She's like, I just want you to know, I regret leaving. And I was like, oh, that was really nice of her to tell me that. She didn't have to tell me that.
She did not. That's really, I mean, listen, I feel like maybe that was like a very eye-opening experience, just that one conversation with her, with you, by the fact that she's calling and she's probably thinking I'm going to get my ass reamed by Teresa because she knows I left early. I went with Margaret. And then all of a sudden you were like, it's cool.
Yeah, no, listen, I don't want anybody to be around me that doesn't not want to be around me. Like, definitely not. Like,
Totally. But I feel like she was probably like bracing herself for you to like lay in.
yeah, maybe she thought I was going to go off on her or something.
Right.
Yeah, like I would never do that. Like, never. Yeah.
And clearly you surprised her, and maybe that probably.
Yeah, she was like, wow, like that. And it was so cute. She's like, wow. She's like, you're so freaking cool. I was like, yeah, I know I am. Gotta hang out with me more.
Just with that conversation, I feel like you spent a whole season with this chick, but that one 5-minute conversation completely changed her mind and her thinking about you and who you are and how you are.
Yeah, I mean, tell you the truth, I don't know what she thought about me before.
Well, it probably wasn't very positive if she's best friends with Margaret. I'm just saying.
But we had fun and throughout the season. We I liked her. Like, and I liked her energy. And she doesn't really seem like a follower. She doesn't. Like, I don't like people that are followers. She doesn't seem like a follower. And I remember Siggy, that she used to be on the show. Siggy, they used to be best friends. I still talk to Siggy, and Siggy told me, she's like, you're gonna like Jen Fessler.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and she said you're gonna like her, and she was right, and I did.
Well, it's probably tough for Jen because she's so close to Margaret.
I mean, I don't know if they're that close.
It seemed like they were very close.
Yeah, I don't know. I tell you, I don't know really. I guess I will find out if they're that close. But I like that Jen Fessler has like her own mind.
The only reason I'm saying that, Teresa, is because I don't know. Like, you're the one that knows more. But like, I remember during.
Yeah, no, it seems like I've heard her say to Margaret, "No, I don't agree with that." I've heard her like not agree with everything that Margaret says.
Well, the only reason I was saying that is because remember during the season, the episode, you guys are at Jen's house, and Jennifer and Margaret get into it, and Margaret goes to leave, and she's like, "No, Margaret, you stay. Jennifer, you're out." Because like essentially my loyalty lies with Margaret.
I mean, I guess with that, because it was at the house, at her house, maybe that's why.
But at the wedding then too, you see, I knew that they had left early.
Right.
I thought because she was like, Margaret was like, yo, you're going with me. But you could see the conversation, and Jen was like, but this isn't about you, Margaret, and how you feel. This is about Teresa and her wedding. And I like that.
That's what I say. I don't think Jen Fessler is a follower, and especially at this point in your life, like Jen Fessler is 50 something. And I'm not going to do what you tell me to do. Like, like I don't think Jen Fessler comes off like that kind of a woman. Like, I feel like she has her own mind and makes her own decisions.
I like that. And by the way, I like this because like I've never.
Listen, I still got to get to know her.
Right.
That's what I think, because I've heard her not agree with Margaret all the time. So that's all I'm saying.
You know what else about people there at your wedding? Me personally, and this is also a question from Sarah J.
Yeah.
This was an email from Sarah J. She said, I was shocked to see Jill Zarin at your wedding. How did you two become friends?
Oh, I've been in contact with Jill Zarin for a long time, for all the time.
But how did you guys first get going?
Yeah, with Jill Zarin, we go way back. Since I got on the show, we always kept in contact. She was always great to me. Any events I would see her at, we would always text each other. I've gone to Luann's show and I sat with the same table with her. Bobby, I loved Bobby, her and Bobby.
Right.
And yeah, I think we hung out, me, Bobby, Joe, and her. And matter of fact, I saw her on my honeymoon and we hung out, the four of us.
No way.
Yes, we had a private yacht and we picked them up, matter of fact, the one day and took them on our boat and everything. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. She posted pictures. Yes.
But how did you guys hook up to begin with?
Since I started Housewives. Yeah. Like I would see her at events. She was always nice to me. I was always nice to her. We always respected each other.
Were you, side note about like news, were you surprised to see, Teresa, that they're doing that ultimate girls trip with New York people and Jill isn't on it?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I am surprised because maybe she didn't want to do it. I haven't asked her. I don't know if they didn't ask her or if she didn't want to do it.
We should have her on.
Oh yeah, we could definitely have her
be
number.
fun.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And then bouncing to Atlanta. You guys, we're all over the country here. We're from
Yeah.
East Coast to West Coast. That's how we do
Yeah.
it. Hoes in every area codes. Okay, so Janet, I believe this was an email as well. Janet says, I saw both Kenya Moore and Cynthia Bailey at your wedding. How are they getting along? Or was there any issues between them?
Yeah, no, I think they made up by then. Yeah, they were all good. Yeah. And they're both, class acts, like from what I know of them. We did the Ultimate Girls Trip together. And thank God, they never even got into it there,
Oh, not even an Ultimate Girls Trip. They were cool then.
No, Cynthia was upset with Kenya, but we didn't know during the Ultimate Girls Trip. Like Kenya kind of found out afterwards. And I think they fixed that on their own.
They've squashed it now.
Yeah, they squashed it. Exactly. Yes.
Cynthia's been so much in Atlanta that now it's
yes.
like, what are we doing?
Yeah. So.
Oh, speaking of, okay, bouncing again, you guys. Now we're back to New York. So Taylor M asks, after all the mess with invitations on social media, did Ramona give a reason why she actually then didn't come to your wedding?
No, she did not.
Nothing.
Yeah, no. I don't care. Like I don't even care. Like, yeah, no, she did not give.
People watching wonder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, she did not give a reason. And so I mean, not that I know of that she gave a reason.
And this is the only question I really care about. No, I'm just joking. You guys, I care about every question that comes in, but this is the one that I wanted to ask.
What?
Did you guys really do the do? She said have sex, but I said, did you guys really do the do?
That night?
No, in between her dress changes.
Oh, no. Who said that?
You guys did. I was wondering the same thing.
No, we did not say that. No, we did.
Teresa.
You have sex before you go back down and you go, yes.
Yes, see?
Oh my
Yes.
God. No,
Thank you, Louie.
Wait, he did
Louie
say
remembers.
that. No, wait,
Here's
he
my-
did say that. No, he didn't.
In the elevator, you guys were walking in an elevator maybe or into a bathroom to change. You were going up to do a dress change, and we catch on the mic. He's like, yo, do you want to have sex real quick? And you're like, yeah.
No, he did not. Wait, no, I don't think we did. We had all cameras following us.
Louie, thank you, Louie, in the background, coming in clutch for me, backing me up. 1,000. I do not miss any kind of sex talk
Babe, do we
ever.
have sex when we get
Oh my
changed?
God, that's good. You don't even remember if you had sex?
No, I'm telling you, unless I was like wasted, like, but I wasn't.
Did you just really ask?
Yes,
ask
I
if-
just
hey,
did because like,
Who was saying in the background then that you did say it? That's little Louie?
oh, Well, because we watched the wedding special together.
But is that little Louie in the background or Louie?
Yes. It's
Oh,
little
so
Louis.
little Louie's coming in clutch, backing me
Yes,
up.
so little Louis like, yeah, Dad said it, and then you're like, okay, and I said, okay.
Okay. See? Little Louie,
Oh, and I
thank
said,
you,
yes.
Louie.
Oh my God, no, we
See,
did
he's
not.
backing me up.
No, because we did. Hello, we had cameras following us. There was no way we
Who
did
cares?
that.
They can't follow you into the bathroom.
Yeah, no, we did not do that because, and then I had to change, and then that was the thing. They were rushing us, and then we couldn't find. Oh, let me tell you one oops that happened. We couldn't find Louis' tuxedo, his second outfit, his second tuxedo.
Louie.
Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, Louis. So someone moved his tuxedo, so they were trying to find his tuxedo, and of course, I took. Girls take longer to get changed, so
No.
she fixed my hair, she fixed my makeup. I had to change into my other dress.
I know
So
that
no.
hair didn't take long to fix.
So we did not do. Yeah, we did not do that. No.
Well,
no.
knowing you guys, I was like, damn, she didn't tell me this.
Yeah, no, we did not do that. No.
Okay, and I also love, this is the best part about this whole situation, you guys. So Teresa,
Maybe he wanted to, and he thought we could, but
you both said, "Let's do it."
And
Let's go.
maybe I said yeah, but then I was maybe I said yeah because we wanted to, and I would love to do that. I really would, but I don't think there was time for it. And I didn't start drinking until I got to the reception hall. Like I started drinking like when we went into cocktail hour for like the last 15 minutes, I think it was.
It's so hard to drink during your wedding because you'd start a drink and then you have to put it down to go hug somebody or say hi or take a picture.
No, I know. I mean, I would hold it in my hand, drink it all the way up, and then that's it,
Did you get drunk on your wedding night?
No, I didn't, but I felt good. I had a few tequilas. I would say maybe like 3 or 4. I did.
Did Louis get drunk?
No, he was like in control. He doesn't really get drunk. Louis doesn't get drunk. He doesn't. He paced himself.
The follow-up to Kristen W's question about like doing the do in between dress change, she also said, and did you at the end of the night with your hair and everything going on, did you guys like lock it in and do the do at the end of the night?
Yes, at the end of the night, yes.
You did? I would have bet you didn't.
Yes, after my makeup artist Priscilla took all the bobby pins out of my head. It took 45 minutes to take all the bobby pins out of my head. Yeah, and then that was it. Yes, we had to. You have to at the night of the wedding.
I didn't.
Why? I think that's like you need to.
Josh
I feel like
was
that's
so boogered. He didn't even know what planet he was on.
Oh my God.
I think I carried his ass. When we're walking back to our room, he was like a ping pong ball, just going off the sides of the walls. One side, the other side.
He got that wasted.
Oh, and then on top of it, I was so pissed that like I'm carrying his ass.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't think you should get that wasted on your wedding night. You really shouldn't. Like, because you want to remember it. Like if you get wasted, then you don't remember it.
Teresa, I would bet any amount of money that most of the people listening would say that they did not.
All right, let me tell you, my first wedding, no, I did not do it. And see, I feel like it's bad. I don't know. I'm not, because you didn't do it, so I'm not. I feel like you should, and I feel like then the marriage won't last. I don't know. It's only a thing that I say to myself. So I really wanted to, because I feel like you close it up that way. It's like
you seal the deal.
Yeah, you seal the deal. Yeah, like I think you should. Because it's special. It's your wedding night. I mean, because like I think about this too, old-fashioned people, like my parents are off the boat, first generation. Like my mom sealed the deal that night. She didn't have sex before that. But I mean, obviously, Louis and I did.
But Teresa, you can look at it too. If you don't seal the deal that night, then you're really setting it up to like, hey, dude, don't ever expect sex. And then everyone's winning.
And I think, I don't know. To me, I think being intimate is the most amazing thing. Like, especially with your partner, like with your love, I guess, would you say partner, with your husband, your wife, like to
your
me,
partner. Yeah, your person.
Yeah, I think it's amazing to be intimate with the person you love.
Yeah, it is. On birthdays, on holidays.
I swear, like every day, this is how I live my life. Like I wake up every day. This is how I feel about Louis. I used to say, and I'm not lying. Like sorry, Joe, I didn't feel this ever about my ex. like I think about Louis all day long, and I can't wait to like go to bed at night and like
Oh my God.
even
And
just be
bone.
no, but no, we don't always have to bone, but I like hugging, intimacy. Like we like that.
Yeah, I like it too. On his birthday, on New Year's
Oh
Eve,
my
and Christmas.
God. Stop saying that. You're such a liar. Are you one of those girls that lies and like you do it? You're like probably a nymphomaniac.
I mean, I don't know what I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I
Oh,
mean,
see
I'm
that?
not showing anybody my sex dungeon. Okay, let's just say that.
Okay. Yeah.
I only have one swing, not two.
Wait, you're the one that told me to lick the balls. Like I never knew to do that.
Because I am a goddess and I know everything. Okay, so stick
See
with
that? So you're like one of those girls that just says, I only give it to him on his birthday, Christmas. Meanwhile, you do it all the time. So zip it.
I am a teacher of all things fabulous. Stick with me,
Oh,
little
see that?
grasshoppers. I will show you the ways of the world.
See that?
Yo, so speaking of, this is another question I had for you, and we got a question about it. Megan V asks, what made you think to have the burlesque dancers at your reception?
I wanted a sexy vibe. Like I'm very into like all these sexy movies, 365, Sex Life, 50 Shades of Grey. Like I'm all about those movies and sexy vibes. And I always want to have that sexy vibe with Louis, my husband. And I wanted to rub that off on everybody else and go home and bone
You
with
want the
their
rest of us to go and do that sexy stuff.
Yes. So I wanted to rub that all off on everybody. Yes. I think it was sexy. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people wanted to rub something off on someone else too after they saw those. I can tell you right now what did not happen. I did not put anything on my nipples and danced around for Josh at the end of the night. I can tell you that.
So then you were just completely naked then.
Okay, well, imagine what you want to imagine, my little grass. No, but like when I saw them boobies and they're trolling, I was like, wow. Did anyone say anything like, Teresa, what are we doing with these
No.
boobies hanging out?
No, I think everyone liked it. Yeah. I hope my in-laws didn't get mad, but they didn't say anything. So I think
They
I'm
don't
sure
even know.
I'm sure my father liked it.
This is actually what happened that didn't show on your special. All the men in the room came up and said thank you, and all the women came up to you and said you're an a-hole. Thanks a lot.
No, you know what? The women need to. No, none of my. I have to say because they were all cool women at my wedding, so I think they all like that. You gotta be. Listen, you gotta enjoy everything with your, with your husband, your wife. It's like it's cool to be like that.
You got to shake that money maker. Shake.
What did you think? Did you like her?
You know me. I like all that stuff.
See that? All right then. Yeah.
And I'm a prude. No,
Yeah. Okay. Prude my ass.
I'm a
Freaking lick the
lady in the
balls.
street and the freak in the sheets.
Yeah. I see that.
One last question we got from Bridget S. Now that you found love again, what advice, because she was at the wedding, what advice would you give to someone like Ashley Darby, who also went through like a rough thing with their ex? Like trying to find love again.
Ashley was like, "Oh my God, you're so inspirational." She's like, I love your love. With she was saying that with Louis. Listen, Ashley's gonna be just fine. She's gonna be just fine. I love her vibe. And right now she has the boy, the two little
kids.
boys. Yeah, they're young, but she will be just fine.
But like going through, you had obviously the stuff with Joe. It's not like you guys were like madly in love, like, all this. Then obviously everything that happened. Were you nervous then? Like, oh my gosh, how I've been married to this guy so long. Am I going to find somebody else? Do I want to find somebody else?
Oh yeah, no, that's exactly. I didn't know if I was going to find someone. I mean, yeah, I didn't know. Listen, I'm sure, there's sure people, men were going to come into my life, but I wanted to really find like the actual one, like someone that I really like felt that love for. And like I told Louis before he came along, I never even said soulmate before. Like I never even used that word in my vocabulary.
Well, that's very telling of your first relationship. I mean, I love them, but like as far as you guys as a couple,
I know, and I feel bad because like I don't want to talk about.
No. But this isn't talking shit. This is like we.
I mean, I knew
love
Joe like my whole life, and this is what happened. My first boyfriend cheated on me, and I was so devastated by it that I just wanted someone safe. And that's why Joe was safe to me, because he was always there. Like, and he was always like, did the right thing. And I knew he was going to be a good provider and a good dad. And that was all I knew, because my dad was, old fashioned Italian off the boat. So even though my dad showed more affection, but I don't know how my dad was when my mom was, when they first got married. Because my dad, see, this is what happens. Like, when you're with someone a long time, they change and they end up becoming softer. Because I seen it with my dad. I mean, my dad was like so strict and, oh my God, he was the toughest guy ever. I was terrified of him. I really was. But as he got older, he got so much softer. And then, of course, my kids made him
Babies
softer.
helped. Right.
Yeah,
totally.
like all that made him softer.
But was there like a part of you that after Joe and everything you went through, and it's not like we're in our 20s anymore and young and like going out to bars all the time and meeting people, was there ever a thought that did you ever think like, I'm going to end up alone?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even thinking about that, to tell you the truth. I don't know that I was gonna. I never thought like I'm gonna end up alone.
You never thought that?
I didn't know if I was gonna find the right person, because I have 4 kids.
Right.
So you know what Joe told me? He used to say to me, "No one's ever gonna want you." So he put that in my head.
Because the baggage of the
Yes.
quote baggage of the kids.
Yeah. So he
Right.
told me, like, no one's gonna ever want you because you have 4 kids. And I was like, so I really did believe that. I was like, no one's ever gonna want me because I have 4 kids, because it's a lot of kids, So I know, and Louis always kids around. He's like, yeah, you have 18 kids, and I'm like, no.
So you probably thought you'd find like some guys, but you wouldn't find like the guy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I wasn't even thinking about that. I don't know. I can't explain it. It was like weird. Yeah. So I just thought I never thought I would get married again. I really didn't think I was going to get married again.
That's good though, because like after my ex, the one who was like abusive, I always thought, I remember always thinking, I'm like in my 30s or 30. What am I going to do? I'm in another city. I have no family, no friends. I'm in LA. How all these guys that I'm meeting are like douchey. What am I going to do? I'm literally going to end up by myself. I thought that. I was like, I'm not going to have kids. I'm going to end up by myself, because who am I going to meet here? That's like, how am I going to meet people?
Yeah. And, and that's what I kept saying out there, like in even all the talk shows that we did, because we were promoting the wedding special. What I want people to know and see from Louis and I, like, never give up on love, because, I mean, look, I never thought I would find the love of my life at 48, like, I'm like, really, God, I had to wait that long? I mean, that's a long time to wait. But I mean, I guess I had to have my kids with Joe, because I always wish that I had like Louis and I both say, like, I wish we had one baby together. Like, I would love to see what it looked like, But listen, our life wasn't supposed to go that way,
But look where you are now. I mean, literally, we just watched like the most awesome time. I mean, this hands down, I would say, is one of you had Adriana on the show.
Yeah. And then I want to also put out there, like, I have this Subify account that gets more into like my life, and the wedding videographers did an actual video of my whole wedding. And the girls' speeches were so beautiful, because I saw that Bravo didn't put the full speeches of the girls, right, Melissa?
Well, that's a lot of time when you're trying to scrunch it all into
an hour. Which I totally understand that. So I'm going to put that on my Subify account. I've been advertising it on Instagram and in my bio. And oh my God, the video that the videographer did, Melissa, like, you have their full speeches. And what I love is like Melania, for instance, saying like I have brothers now. Thank you for giving me brothers, and it was beautiful.
That was on the show. Melania said that.
Yeah, that one. Right. Yeah, Melania did say it. But even Gabriella, she said, take the step out, instead of saying, stepson or stepfather. She's like, take the step out. Like, I love that.
Real brother. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I love, I just really love their speeches. And I understand, like, Bravo can't show everything, so they have to edit it down. So I understand that. So, but I want everyone else to see it, like, and they could see it on my Subify account.
Well, it was absolutely incredible, Teresa. It was so amazing being there. But actually, like, now rewatching it, it made me like love the whole experience even more, and obviously love the whole experience for you, and like, seeing you walk into the sunset with your man. It was amazing. The wedding special was absolutely amazing. You guys, thank you so much. Watching, giving. I mean, we had so many questions, Teresa, from the wedding. It was awesome. Everyone loved
Yeah,
it.
I love that.
It was awesome. And we love, I'm so happy we're back. You guys, we want to hear all your questions. We want to hear all your comments. So don't forget, we want to hear your questions. We want to hear your comments. Email us. That's namastebpodcast@gmail.com. Send us a DM. We love hearing from you. And as always, we love you guys so much for hanging with us every Wednesday. Please don't forget to rate, review wherever you get your podcasts. And your support for Namaste Bitches is what keeps us doing this every single week.
Yes, thank you guys. Love, love, love.
Keep those comments and questions coming in. You can DM us. You can email us. It's namastebpodcast@gmail.com. Teresa, where can they find you on Instagram?
At Teresa Judice.
Namaste is at Namaste Bitches Pod, and I am at Melissa Feaster. Again, our huge thanks, our huge love for you guys for tuning in every week, and we will see you once again next Wednesday.
Thank you guys for watching my wedding special, and I felt the love from everyone out there too. Love, 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 and thank you for all your questions, and can't wait to see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Pick up that glass of Pinot Grigio or your drink of choice and come have some fun with us on Turtle Time.
We're going to do more than just drink and party on this podcast, Mom.
I know. Okay, if you don't know who I am, well, I'm Ramona Singer, and that's my daughter, Avery. And you probably know us best from the Real Housewives of New York.
And now you'll get to know us even better on our podcast, Turtle Time.
Let's make more iconic moments together every Wednesday.
It's Turtle Time. Follow, rate, and review now